Hello everyone, in this video we'll discuss the background of a poem, the title of which is Ode to a Nightingale, written by second generation of romantic poet John Keats. Ode is a long lyric poem dedicated to something or somebody. Now let's come to the background of this poem. This poem was written either in the garden of Spaniards in Hampstead, London. So this is the first option. और according to Keats के friend जिसका नाम था Charles Armitage Brown, उनके हिसाब से under the plum tree of a garden in Keats' house Wentworth Place that was also in Hampstead. So there may be two places where this poem was composed. Both are in Hampstead, London. First at the Spaniards Inn और दूसरा second at the Keats house that was in Wentworth Place. The second opinion is from Keats' friend Charles Armitage Brown. According to Charles Armitage Brown, a nightingale had built its nest near the house that he shared with Keats in the spring of 1819 के स्प्रिंग में एक नाइटिंगल ने अपना घोंसला जो है बनाया था नियर द हाउस दैट ही शेयर्ड विद कीट्स, जो कीट्स के साथ वो ब्राउन शेयर करते थे. एंड इंस्पायर्ड बाय द बर्ड सॉन्ग कीट कंपोज द पोएम इन वन डे. और जो बर्ड नाइटिंगल जो गाना गा रही थी उससे इंस्पायर होके कीट्स ने ये पूरी की पूरी पोएम एक दिन में कंपोज की. नाउ this poem, Ode to a Nightingale, soon became the part of one of his 1819 odes. 1819 odes of Keats are very famous. In 1819, Keats composed 8 odes. John Keats ने 6 odes compose किए और these are all well regarded and famous poems. तो इसकी first 5 poem जो है quick succession में publish हुई. It starts with the Ode on a Grecian Urn, Ode to Indolence, Ode to Melancholy, Ode to Nightingale, Ode to Psyche, and the last poem was composed in September, that was Ode to Autumn. So many a time the sequence is also asked, so you need to remember the sequence कि कौन सा ये सारे ode में पहला कौन सा है. तो पहला है Grecian Urn, the second is Indolence, the third is Melancholy, fourth is Nightingale, fifth is Psyche, and the sixth is Autumn. So if you want to remember it with theatrology or something like a trick, so you can remember it like ki urn is something that is what we call asthi kalas, in which the ashes of the dead body is put. So when you put the urn, you see urn, that Grecian is a Greek, so you see the urn, so you feel like there is nothing in the life, so you become indolent. So from seeing the urn you become indolent, and because you are in indolence, so indolence leads to melancholy, so then comes melancholy. And when you are melancholic, you listen a nightingale song. You are sitting in a garden in a melancholic mode, you are sitting in the garden, so you listen the nightingale song. This nightingale song affects your psyche and you begin to feel like autumn. So this way you can remember it in a sequence: Ode to a Nightingale, Ode on Indolence, Ode on Melancholy, Ode to a Nightingale, and Ode to Psyche. Last is Ode to Autumn. So you must remember the sequence. This poem, Ode to a Nightingale, was first published, so this you must remember, in the Annals of the Fine Arts the following July. And this poem is one of the most frequently anthologized poem of English language. Among all these 6 poems, this poem consists of 80 lines, and this is the longest of Keats' odes. So among these all odes, this poem is the longest. Now come what this poem talks about. So in this poem, the speaker of the poem focuses on a dark forest. He listens to the bird song that is beautiful, listening to the beguiling and beautiful song of nightingale bird. वो nightingale bird के जो है song को सुनते हैं, and nightingale's song provokes a deep and meandering meditation by the speaker. और ये जो नाइटिंगेल का जो सॉन्ग होता है वो स्पीकर को मेडिटेटिव मोड पे ले जाता है और वो मेडिटेशन करते हैं, वो थिंक करते हैं किसके ऊपर, टाइम के ऊपर, डेथ, ब्यूटी, नेचर एंड ह्यूमन सफरिंग. ही थिंक्स अबाउट अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स. सो एट टाइम्स स्पीकर फाइंड्स कंफर्ट इन द नाइटिंगेल सॉन्ग. तो एक समय आता है जब वो नाइटिंगेल के सॉन्ग में कंफर्ट फील करते हैं, एंड at one point even believes that the poetry will bring the speaker metaphorically closer to the nightingale. और poetry ने, through the poetry, through the wing of poesy, the poet has traveled to the world of the nightingale. But by the end of the poem, however, the speaker seems to be an isolated figure. The nightingale flies away and the speaker is unsure the whole experience that he saw was a vision or a walking dream. So he was seeing just a vision or it was just a dream. So when we read the poem, we will understand it fully. So it is just the short background of the poem. So short brief of the poem. So this is the background of the poem. You must